Today we have another special guest. We welcoming Crystal Mayanya. And Crystal is the creator of Color Coded Style, established in 2022, whose mission is highlighting the fashion and style of the African diaspora because style and color are coded in our DNA. Crystal is a journalist who loves fashion and she promotes Black people working in the industry. She created a platform to promote those that inspire her and hopefully will inspire her audience to support the people and brands she features. So today, welcome, Crystal.
You guys.
Hey, Crystal. What sparked the interest to start fashion?
So I've followed fashion since I was a little kid, honestly. Looking at all the high fashion magazines, Elle, Vogue, Bazaar. Been reading them for years, literally, and just express myself through what I wear. But I didn't work in fashion. So I went to school for journalism. I went to Howard to study print journalism. And my plan at first was to work for an Essence, but my plans took a kind of a different turn because I loved international relations as well. So I was like, let me just go to grad school and study that, just working, but not being fully fulfilled. So I said, okay, I love journalism. I also love fashion. Haven't really done anything in fashion before. How am I going to get in the industry with no experience? I said, let me start a YouTube channel and start interviewing people that I follow already that are, Black in the fashion industry. Let me just start reaching out to them and see if they want to be interviewed. My first interview was with Lee Will. He's a Black high fashion makeup. From there, it was just finding other people that I wanted to feature because I loved what they did. And that kind of led me to what I'm doing now, which was totally unexpected. My second event around sustainable fashion and waste in the Black community. This second event in April coming up is also going to be, another component is going to be about Black consumerism and how we are one of the biggest consumers, but a lot of that money is not going to Black owned companies. Yes.
But the sustainability part, how did that come about?
Really through conversations and interviews. One of the women that I met, she's a sustainable fashionista out of Baltimore. Her name is Caprice Ann Jackson. She said I should do a panel with all the people that I had interviewed so far, just to kind of get the Color Coded Style name out there more. And then I went to another event where there was a lot of creatives from the DC area there. And I met a woman named Janelle. She's a sustainable fashion stylist. When I met her, she started talking about sustainability more and waste and how the Black community there, we don't have a lot of thrift stores. We give a lot of our stuff, of course, to Salvation Army. Those are billion-dollar companies. Part of her mission is to promote thrift stores in the Black community, but of course also sustainability in styling. Started when I talked to her that first time. I remember the panel I did and I said, this is the panel that should happen because it was such a great topic. And I didn't even know a lot of the things that Janelle was telling me about sustainability and waste. And I was like, okay, this is something that we all should know. So I wrote up a plan, a one pager, and I talked to another friend and she was like, you should have this at the Eaton Hotel in DC. I literally went to the hotel and I had a name of someone that I should talk to and he was there and I had my one pager in my hand, gave it to him. He was like, oh, this is great. Just planned it out from there. And, Caprice, who was on the panel, Janelle was on the panel and so everybody's from the area, but they all had something to say about their work within sustainable fashion and sustainable lifestyle. And it was just really well received. Finished, there are pop-up shops as well. So you could shop before and after. Right. And that went really well. Three of the panelists also, brought some of their things in. So they were selling some things as well. So literally that evening when everything was over, program manager said, Crystal, you could build a whole weekend around this. And I was like, okay. And then in December of last year, I started sketching out what that weekend could possibly be like.
The one that's coming up in April. What are those dates again?
April 19th through the 21st.
Definitely love it. And especially because of New York Fashion Week. So being from the DMV area, there's Bishmi from Project Runway literally just presented his first collection in New York Fashion Week. And having something of this nature to highlight designers, especially in the DMV area, would really give a lot of substance to those designers who want to get their voice out.
Where do you want Color Coded Style to go within, I would say, the next 2 to 5 years?
My original thought when I first started was to still do color, maybe be a freelance, what they call a features type of editor for for magazines, fashion publications. So I'm, still using my brand to interview the biggest names in fashion that are Black, that are of color, but also being a brand ambassador for different brands, just to really continue to put Black designers from across the diaspora in the forefront. And there's been a lot of other talk and, features in like Vogue and different publications, bigger publications, about Black designers from across the diaspora. I kind of thought about, okay, maybe I could be one of those main journalists. In terms of, planning like the second event now, this is something I totally had no idea that this would even happen. I just love being able to not only bring a group of people together that are going to give great information on both topics, on sustainability, but also on Black consumerism, having upcycling workshops. So we're having a styling suite. We're having this clothing swap. So bringing in your clothes and swapping it for something else, and possibly having someone there that can also like mend some things if need be. Of course, the panels, the guest speaker is going to be Bridget Artiste. And then to go out and support the brands, that the people that are there on the panel, their businesses, whatever the case may be. So part of why I love journalism is because I'm learning, and I'm also sharing, because people that will watch my interviews will learn something, hopefully, and enjoy it at the same time.
So where can people find you online?
So my Instagram is color-coded-style, the number 5.
We'll definitely link up all of the information in the show notes so you get more on color coded style. We'll see y'all next time on Designs, Plants, and Coffee. I'm Zahia from Region Design Lab.
And Naima Dozier from Fearless Threads with our special guest, Crystal.
All right. Thank you, guys. Take care.